Hi, hi.
Hey, how are
What's
you?
going What's going on?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How you been?
Good, good. So I'm so excited with everything you're doing. I want to like kind of dive into it, right? Because
Yes,
you're
yes,
doing
yes.
a bunch of amazing things, right?
Yes, yes.
Booked and busy, busy and booked. Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to make it out of the middle class.
hmm No, you're perfectly fine. I want to kind of get dive into it and know your background. How did you get started with dance and all that good stuff? What like inspired you?
Dance has always been part of me from when I was like a young kid.
hmm
I've always been dancing. That's always been one of my talents, and just be dancing at naming ceremonies my mom take me to, or like birthday events, or just little gatherings. And like the summer going to my 11th grade, I decided to take dance a lot more serious with my older brother and my brother Caleb, and we formed a group called the AVO Boys. And then that's when like I really started taking dance as like a priority.
And what about music? Like, what did how did you get started with that?
So I grew up in a family that does music, and I've always like music has always been part of something music's always been part of me, and I was very insecure about it at first because dance had taken off, so I didn't want people to be like, oh, look at this dancer trying to do music, right? So but like as of last year, I decided to just go head first into music and just like just live my life for me and like stop worrying about people's opinion and just like do what I love to do so I can make myself happy and make my family happy.
hmm I want to
Yeah.
fast forward a tiny, tiny bit and talk about Blackest Team, which is
Okay.
so amazing. How did you get involved with that?
Blackest King. I started Blackest King as a dancer as for a music video called for one of the soundtracks from the album Spirit. They contacted me and my dance partner Caleb to come over to LA and just help with the Afro section of it, just like bringing the Afro vibe. So we got booked as dancer, but as like as time went on, my role just got I just got promoted as the Blue Man. So that just
Wow.
happened like this in the blink of an eye. So like. I'm just happy that God is able to put me in that position to be able to represent properly and represent the culture.
What was your reaction like when you realized, okay, your role has now changed?
Um, my reaction, honestly, I honestly didn't know that my role has changed. All I did, I just remember one day I got on set. They were like, "Hey, you're gonna get painted blue." I was like, "Oh, okay. This is just for like this song. I'm gonna be blue for this song." But as the time went on, I started to realize like my role is bigger than what it actually
Right.
is because um after a while I was the only dancer that was like being booked on set for like for like and then like I wouldn't even like they wouldn't put my name as dancer, they'll put my name as Steven in a different category, Papi Ojo actor. And I was like, oh wow, okay, so I guess my role has changed. It's time for me to buckle up and just like you know just perform and act. But like I wouldn't say like I felt any kind of way because I've been on the project for a minute, so like the excitement and everything, I've already gingered myself in the beginning of the project. So like as time went on, it's just yeah.
That's so amazing. I always say, everything happens for a reason. You're
Right, right.
talented, so everything happens for a reason. Now, who are some of your inspirations? Whether it's like music or dancing or acting, it doesn't really matter. Who are your inspirations?
Growing up, I wasn't really exposed to a lot of like American tradition. So like I just know about my Nigerian tradition. So growing up, I used to really listen to P Square. I used to listen to Nice, the Banj Mohit's record. I used to watch like P Square dance all the time. I watched some Michael Jackson video, but like just people dancing around me. So like I was just like just listen to local radio, like local artists in my neighborhood, and like that's pretty much like my inspiration growing up. And when I got to the United States, I got exposed to a lot more like a lot more variety of music. So like I started listening to like Usher, watching Usher dance.
I think that's great.
My friends and peers in my community. Like as I grew older, like I started dancing with my friends and family more. And those are like my biggest inspiration, my friends, like my Afro community. Like when I come to dance classes and stuff like that, those guys they push me to go to the next level because those are people that I see day to day on a daily basis. And when I see them improve, I gotta improve because I don't want to be the only one left behind. So like they are like my biggest inspiration, my Afro community.
That's amazing. I also want to talk about your new single, right?
Yes, yes.
Super, super cool. So amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What was the concept and like inspiration behind that?
So Baramula means to get down, boogie down. That's the name of my new single. The reason why I released the song is because like we're going through a time right now which is very difficult for a lot of people, and I just wanted to put out a track for people to listen to and dance to and be happy. Just be able to like put out the energy that I'm feeling when I was creating the song, like the emotional stamp that I was feeling. Like I know I was very happy when I was making the song. So I just wanted people to like feel that energy and feel that like connection and just be happy, no matter like no matter what like the corona and like the Black Lives Matter movement. Like people are in a different state of mind. I just wanted to give people a reason to be happy and for a reason for people to dance. And that was the reason why I released the track, Bird Muller. Just dance and just let go.
I like that. Now, how did you pick, who you wanted to work with for the single?
How did I pick who I wanted to work with? Like I pick people in my community. Like when I reach out to dancers, I can't reach out to people I don't know. So I
Right.
reach out to dancers in my community, people that I know. Like I'm comfortable with, people I've worked with on set before, people I know their vibe, I know their energy. Those are the people that I reached out to, to get on the project with me, and I'm happy that a lot of them like showed up and like popped out for me. So I'm just very happy for them.
And there's a bunch of artists out right now, including yourself.
Yeah.
Who would you love to collaborate with if you haven't already?
Listen, right now, man, if I get the chance, I want to collab with Whiskey, collab with Davido, collab with Chris Brown, collab with Beyonce, collab with all of them. I want to do collab over collabs every day, man. Like, cause I listen to those guys every day, and like I'm always like in awe of like their sound and just in awe of their creation. Like this I want to be able to be in their space and see how they create, and just like for them to like learn from them and for them to learn from me, because I feel like I have something to offer to as an artist. So just be in their space and just like help each other and just feed off each other's energy.
hmm Now, I kind of want to just jump back into Blackest Teams. I just
Yeah.
remember, like, how long did it take you to, wipe all the paint off of you? Like, how long did that take you?
Honestly, man, it depends on my mood. Sometimes I'll be over it and I just start wiping off the paint slow in the shower. And sometimes I gotta go out, so I wipe off the fake paint a little bit faster. But something that I know was consistent is that I was never able to get the paint off my body fully. Like there will always be like paint in my lower back that I didn't
Yeah.
get, paint under my armpit that I didn't get, and then I'll go out and then come back home, take my shirt off, and I see paint all over my clothes. But that's something that was consistent. Like all of my clothes doing that whole project was stained blue.
Wait, so how long did it take you to get it on then? Like the paint and everything?
It depends on the person
Oh my,
painting, because
wow.
yeah, some people paint between like 35 to 45 minutes. Some people take an
Really?
hour. It just depends on who's painting my body that day. It's a long process to paint from my head to my waist. It was a long process, and they got to get the color right every single time because they got to stay consistent. So like sometimes the person will get like a shade off. They got to wipe it all off and start all over.
hmm Now, what exactly have you learned anything, that can kind of help contribute to what you're doing right now, while
Nah,
on set with Blackest Team?
Um, yeah, definitely. Like just being around Beyonce and just being around her in general, I was able to just learn and like just see her creative process and just see how she does things. And like something that I would love to emulate as an artist is just be able to be hands on and just know each and every single department, in my work, and just like be able to have conversations with people, like for example, like with the producers, with set designs and stuff, just being able to be hands on and knowing each aspect of each category. So like, when I see something is off, I'm able to speak on it rather than like me just being on set and not knowing what's going on and I can't speak on it. Just being hands on is just being there.
Right. Now, what did your family and friends say when they watched you on
My parents are very proud because I
Oh,
did like, yeah, my parents, because I did make some personal sacrifices for like my career. So like when they see like the fruits of my labor, my parents were very happy. My mom and my grandma, like they were very happy for me. My siblings were very happy, and I just began getting a lot of like love from everybody from the community, and I'm just happy and glad I was able to represent properly.
someone
Yeah,
asked, were you the main blue man in the
yeah,
car?
I was the main blue man.
He was, but he's so talented. He's so much more than the blue man.
Yeah.
So much talented with everything you're doing. Now what type of legacy? What do you hope to leave behind? Not rushing you, obviously, but like,
Yeah.
what do you hope to leave behind with everything you're doing?
I just want like kids all around the world, just people all around the world to see me and just see me and just use my story as a source of inspiration that like no matter where you come from, no matter your background, if you just like, pray and put out good energy to the universe, like, and you like consistently work towards what you want, the universe it's gonna reward you with whatever it is that your heart desire is, just like, and just be good and put out great content, and never doubt yourself and never second guess yourself, and I want people to see me and see that and just be able to just emulate that just emulate that off what I'm creating and what I'm giving out to the world.
That's amazing. I can tell you have like such a good spirit and like you have such a good energy. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that about you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I know you do little acting as well. Do you
Yes.
think you'll get back into like, doing that more? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I
can
do plan. I plan on going to one acting class and just getting my acting instruments up and just submit myself for more bigger roles. So like, hopefully one day you get to go to the movie theaters and you see a big poster of me
yeah.
starring in a big movie. You're gonna see it, trust.
Yes, see it.
I'm
Now
putting
when
that,
it
I'm
comes,
putting that energy up there.
you gotta put it out there to make it happen. It's gonna happen regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless. Now I want to ask you as well, like, what's a studio session like with you? Now, when you're in the studio making music, what do you like to have, with you or around you to kind of help you kind of create that mix?
Honestly, when I'm in the studio, sometimes most of the times I like being alone, just because I don't like,
Really?
yeah, like it just I like being alone for like 60% of the work because I want to be able to like I want to be able to hear my inner voices. I want to be able to understand what I'm feeling because I've tried being in the studio with a lot of people and a lot of people just always want to give their opinions
Right.
about different stuff, and then that just starts to cloud your mind and cloud your judgment. So like I like being in the studio alone for most part, just me and my engineer and like my producer just being in the studio just cooking up together. And then when we've cooked up, we've cooked up 60% of it, and I'm comfortable. I would invite my friends over to come in, give their little 2 cents, and just and just like so they could feel like they're a part of it. And then like after that, we party to the songs and and just be planning on the release and stuff like that. But yeah,
Well,
it's
that is
always a vibe though when my friends come because I get to have fun while recording. So
have fun.
yeah, it's not all about work every day. Sometimes you just need good energy around you to
Right.
push you and just keep it going. Yeah.
Exactly. Now, when you're not working, making music and doing all these amazing other things, what do you like to do
Right.
in your spare time?
Oh man, I'm a big soccer fanatic, man. I like to play soccer. Like I like to play soccer and I like to run. So like, every morning I'll wake up and run like 3 to 5 miles every morning. And like I love soccer. I love soccer. I die. That's my thing. I love playing soccer. Just playing soccer and just, enjoying life and going to the park and just chilling.
That is amazing. Now, back to Blackest King one more time.
Back is
Not
king.
everybody knows what your character represents and the meaning behind it. Can you kind of explain about it?
Also, my character, like like everybody sees, I'm the blue man. I was told like my character was it's supposed to be Simba, the prince's subconscious, and it's supposed to just help lead him through the different stages of life through dancing. So like my job was to just dance and use my dance to like lead Simba through the different stages of life from being a young cub all the way to like adulthood and like being a king. So that was just my role there, just to guide him through my dancing through the different stages of life.
That is amazing. And we have a question here, so I'm going to read it off. Have you ever ran a marathon? So,
Hell
think
no,
what?
hell no. I don't like running marathon. In high school, I actually ran track. I was a sprinter, so like I like to keep it short. Keep the distance short. Boom, boom, pow. Go back to my house, shower, work out, and go about my day. All that marathon, all that 5K.
So that's not you, right? Maybe one
uh,
day. Would you consider it one day?
no,
No?
no, it's
Okay.
okay. It's not for me.
Okay. Now, I also want to ask you as well, like, how would you describe yourself using like 3 words?
Describe myself using 3 words. I'm innovative. I'm different, and last time, man, I feel like I'm handsome. You feel me? Like I feel like I'm a little bit handsome. So that's the 3 words for me: handsome, innovative, and creative.
I like that. And now, for those who have not, listened to your music yet, tell us why should they? Y'all should.
You guys should listen to my music. I feel like I bring something different to the table, and like my goal as an artist is to make you feel good. Is to make you just have a good day, have a good time. So whenever you're feeling down, just bump my music and just bring the spirits back up. Feel the way I'm feeling right now. I'm very happy. So I want to be able. I want my fans and like my audience to be able to just feel that, just be happy throughout the day. Yeah.
That's actually the perfect way to describe it, because I feel like it's very upbeat.
Yeah.
Makes you actually very happy. It puts you in a good mood. It don't like make you wanna be sad. You know,
Right.
it's a very upbeat. I like it. I like it. Now,
Thank you.
before I let you go, you're welcome. Before I let you go, I would love to know, um, like for, let's say, someone who want to follow in your footsteps, right? What advice
Hmm.
would you give?
Advice for those who are trying to, who will follow my footsteps, is just like watching what I do. My advice is to keep, like, just be consistent with what you do. Even for me as a creative, I struggle with being consistent, but like, I've always pushed myself to just, keep working, no matter how much outside you get. Obviously, you want to take a break for yourself and just like, recalibrate, but like, you just gotta keep posting, just be consistent, whatever it is, whatever your craft is, be consistent, and just put out good content, because somebody somewhere is watching you,
Right.
and somebody somewhere wants to book you. So like, you should give them same energy every single time. People can see your work and be like, okay, they can vouch for you, and they will book you. So just be consistent, put out good work, put out great content, just believe in yourself. People will feel that energy through your work.
Exactly. Now that's very, very true. Very,
Yeah.
very, very true. Well, I'm gonna continue to support you. I'm sure
Thank
we
you.
all will. You're
Thank you, Miss
welcome. Thank
Phashunta.
you. Thank you so much, and thank you guys for tuning in. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening. I'll be
Yeah.
supporting you, like I said again, and I'm very,
Thank
very
you so
proud of
much.
everything
Thank
you're
you.
doing. I'm sure we all are.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Take care. Thank you.
Bye, Miss Phashunta.
Bye.